All right, so that's one way to easily check for the new arrivals, and then I'll tell you guys about another way is by clicking on brand directory here. So if you click on brand directory, we just made this in alphabetical order from A to Z, so you can scroll through and read about some of the different brands. So this was the first one that we launched, was Instantly Ageless. So you can read a little bit about the brand here. And then if you click on products, you can see the collection of products just for the Instantly Ageless brand. So these are the products that are inside of Instantly Ageless. And as Marketplace grows, two tabs I'll point out are the FAQ and the About tab. So the About tab is where you're going to find like one sheets and PDFs and any sort of product information will be under this About tab. So not all of the brands have it quite yet. Some of them are still adding their contents here, but you can see like Instantly Ageless has already put this FAQ out there. So that's just a quick way for you to kind of like read the reviews, look at the products, check out the FAQs. And then of course, if you click on a specific product, there's, information here, and like they already have a one sheet, that has been posted for this particular product. So the best way to, I guess, find information about these products are through, the product pages, the brand directory, and then always, be looking at new arrivals, because as these brands launch, you're going to want to know how to point your customers and your affiliates to new arrivals. So, when we launch one of these new, products, one thing you can do is you can just grab a specific product URL and use your website replicator to then post that out to your team, or tell your team to log in and click on this URL to find out about that specific product. So that's one way that, you can do it. And then you can also promote the brand directory as well. So just to kind of recap, on some of the new brands. So first we had Instantly Ageless. Instantly Ageless is number one in terms of revenue for the brand partner. So big shout out to those guys. It seems like customers and affiliates are really loving their products. I mean, it's like you put it on your, under your eye, and you can visibly see the wrinkles and the, puffy eyes and the bags under your eyes going away like under a minute. And that is, I think, one of the most demonstratable products in all of network marketing. It's a brand that's already done hundreds of millions in sales, and now it's available exclusively in the MLM channel through MDC. So that's a great demonstratable product that you can introduce to your customers, and it's a big need. There's a big market with these types of products with Instantly Ageless. Number two, we have Lean Java Bean here, and I know there are some leaders that are loving this coffee. I just did a call about this product a couple hours ago with some leaders that are loving their weight management results. But this product is great for boosting metabolism, increasing your serotonin levels, suppressing the appetite. It also is a delicious tasting coffee. And for those of you that are really into like keto, this would be a really good product to bring into your portfolio. There's 30 of these sachets per box. The product is super sampleable. You can sample it very easily. That's one of the things that I love about instant mix coffee is you can buy a box, take those sachets with you everywhere, and then you can sample them out. So you may if you only drink like, a cup every couple of days and you have some extra sachets, or you want to buy an extra box, you have some products or some sachets that you can sample. And you can see there's already some amazing reviews starting to come in. This review came in from Judy. She said she's a coffee snob, but has been using it, loves the flavor, and helping her with her weight loss goals. And here's some other reviews. This person lost 2.5 pounds in 2 days. So that's really cool. We also have in the brand directory, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go to page 2. we have the Sean and Ty brand. And so this brand has 4 products. There's the hemp flower, the whole flower hemp CBD. There's a lion's mane, and then there's this digestive enzymes product, and then this recover product. And so you can check these products out. I know that lion's mane, there's a lot of really good information out there about lion's mane and taking the mushroom products via tincture, which I'm really excited to get my hands on some of these products and use them as well. So if you haven't had a chance to try these ones out yet, you can click on Sean and Ty and try their products out. And then the one that I'm super excited about is the OSNAP brand as well. So when you click on OSNAP, you can read about this brand, and then you click on the products. There's some really cool packs that are bundles that have been put together, like this Power Pack 1, Power Pack 2, Power Pack 3, and Core 4, which includes their different flavors and all of the products in the OSNAP line. But one of the things I want to point out about these products that are pretty cool, I talked a little bit about it on the webinar, but they're sugar-free, they're vegan, they're MSG-free, they're non-GMO, they're gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free. These are actually super clean products, and it's almost like taking a vitamin shot, like on the go. And I'm really excited to try I'll show you which one it is. I was talking to John and his wife about this particular one here. It's the Surge. I think it's this one, the Surge here. This one, the Nitro Shock. I asked John, I was like, is this like an energy one? He was like, energy? You're going to want to punch a rhino in the face. I thought it was hilarious that he said I was going to want to punch a rhino, but then I was starting to read some of these reviews, and this person here said it makes you want to punch a rhino in the face. I've never thought about punching a rhino in the face before, but I'll take this product and see if I want to find some rhinos. So anyway, super cool brand too. I know there's a lot of athletes, bodybuilders, people that are in the gym constantly that are snapping these that I can see all over social media. I think this will be a huge success in MDC. And guys, we're just getting started with the marketplace. So one of the things I want to share, which is going to happen, next week is going to happen. I want to tell you guys, and let me get the dates. Sure. Give me one sec. All right. So we are going to start doing product education training. So we're going to have a new back office that's coming soon. After I talk about this, I'm going to actually go into the new back office to show you guys what it looks like. But we're going to be doing product education. So on June 15th, we're going to do product education for Sean and Ty and Lean Java Bean, because what we want is we want to be able to have, obviously our preferred brands. Many of our leaders already know about our preferred brands. We've done countless trainings. They've been in the market for a long time. But some of these new brands, we need to be doing education so that our affiliates, leaders, customers, everybody knows, how to leverage, how to market these products. What are some of the selling points against other brands out there? And so June 15th will be Sean and Ty and Lean Java Bean. June 16th will be OSNAP and Instantly Ageless. And then June 28th, some additional brands that haven't been launched yet, will be training on those. So you're going to start to see more product training that's going to come out, especially, coming out of the View and as these additional brands get launched. So you guys will be able to plug into all of that, so that, when you're talking about these new products, you know all the information, what's working for people, what's not working, some of the testimonies, and then you'll be able to sell more because you can leverage all of that information. So that is coming, definitely something to take a look for. And then I'm going to jump in the chat for just a second, see if you guys are all feeling this content. Just want to make sure. They said, tell Jenna to video. Let me know how that goes, Josh. Punching a rhino. Yeah, exactly. That's a new one for me, for sure. So, all right, I'm going to show you guys the new back office. This is something that's going to be coming this month. We're working on just some of the final details of it. But when you come to the homepage, this is what it looks like. So we've improved the user interface and the user experience with this new back office. And one of the things we've also done is we've consolidated the left-hand navigation so that everything is very organized, more systematic. I mean, if you guys remember, we only launched this technology for MDC April of last year. So it hasn't been in the market that long. It was our first release. And so now that we've had some time, have some data, we've got our groove going, now we're able to really start making improvements. And, I don't know how many releases there'll be. I mean, when you look at like iPhone, for instance, I think we're on like iPhone 37 or something like that. There's a lot of iPhones. I don't think it'll be like that when it comes to this back office, but we want to make sure we're elevating our game and making things better, simplifying things, adding more features, adding more tools, and just continuing to fine tune the system. So this is what the new homepage looks like. The buttons are really clean. I love this little like arching if you've completed your profile here. One of the things that you'll also see in the new back office is daily deals will start being populated on the homepage. So that way people can see both the new arrivals and the daily deals in their back office on the homepage. This isn't wired up right this second, but you can kind of get the idea. Somebody logs in, they can know what the best-selling products are, what the daily deals are, and what the new arrivals are. Then we go to dashboard, and I just want to show you guys how clean this looks. Like being able to see your total active customers, affiliates, subscriptions, total commissions. These charts will populate the way that they do now. And then you'll be able to see here, the rank stats. And then one of the things we're working on, these buttons don't look amazing right this second, but you're kind of seeing a sneak peek, is we're adding more insights as to your stats. So I think right now it says this month and year to date, but we're going to show you last 12 months, last 6 months, last month, and this month. So you can really kind of see like where your sales at this month, last month, the last 6 months, and year to date. The other thing that we're going to be doing with training tab, this isn't done yet. You can see there's a bunch of random lettering in here. Again, you're seeing kind of a sneak peek. But for the training tab, we're building a new onboarding video that is going to appear right here. So I'm actually recording that video. It's going to be a duplicatable video that you guys can use to onboard your new team members. So this is going to be like how to set up your payment options, how to set your enrollment settings, best practices for building an organization in MDC, how to leverage the tools, how to use your website, your capture page, building a list. All of that content is going to be in this video. It's going to have like B-roll footage. We may even have little snippets from different leaders in the company in this video as well. So that'll be a video that gets launched on the training tab. And ideally, we create this duplicatable model where we can get the whole company on board, where you guys are using that one video to onboard your team. That way, everybody's on the same page. So that's kind of the goal with that video. Then under company news, we've consolidated a lot of our news channels. So we have this weekly call, we have our back office notifications, we have our Telegram channel, we have our blog where people can find news on our website, and then different events that are happening in the company. So we've consolidated all of that under company news. Everything under my account is pretty much the same, so I don't really need to go over that in too much detail. I can click on a couple of these pages. I mean, you can see how clean, everything looks. It's just it's mainly a user interface improvement. It's just the buttons, the graphics, the way everything looks and flows is much cleaner, which I'm really excited about. Then under my team, all of the views here are pretty much the same. One of the things that we're going to be adding in the enroller list is the ability to sort by enroller tree BV. So there's going to be a little arrow here. That's been a request by a bunch of leaders to be able to sort by enroller tree volume. We also added sort by enroller tree volume here as a sorting, filter. So you can see here's number one all the way down to the last person in your organization. And then my website, all of the the replicated website is here. You can see the graphic has been updated. This here looks a lot cleaner. We added a notification here. Some of the other brands, preferred brands and, brand partners will be added here as well. And then we've got our capture pages, product funnels. These all kind of stay the same. One of the things too that we're doing is we're consolidating a lot of our tools under what we're going to call Tool Suite. So when you click on Tool Suite, you'll be able to see the team messenger chat, prospect chat, shareable cards, live stream, the marketing assets, compliance related information. So all of the kind of tools will go under Tool Suite. You've got the leaderboard here, and then we're consolidating reports as well too. All of our reports will go under here. And then one of the things we realized too is, in the back office currently, if you have Akashics or High Life Travel, those are tabs that appear back there in the current back office. But even in Marketplace, we're getting digital brands that are interested as well, so we have digital brands that are interested. And so we needed to find a way to consolidate that as well. So you'll see digital products here. So, it'll populate High Life Travel and Akashics back here. But as we add additional digital products, this is where they'll all kind of, fall under. So we're really excited about this back office because we believe that some of the additional features that are back here, plus just the overall user interface and the user experience is a big improvement over the current one. So we're very close to being able to get this released to the field. We're just doing some additional testing, working on getting that onboarding video going, and then we will be scheduling our go live launch for this new back office. Last but not least, one thing I want to share with you guys regarding events, and then I think we're good for this webinar. So let's just quickly talk about the view. We did a webinar with Mark Aceta for our monthly corporate webinar. He talked a little bit about the importance of getting to the view. He talked about some of the characters that he does. I know that he just spoke at ANMP, which is the American Network Marketing Association, or Association of Network Marketing Professionals. It's a big event. They do it once a year. Mark's never been able to speak at that event, but I let him speak at that event in our agreement. I didn't care if he spoke outside of MDC as long as it wasn't for network marketing companies. And he did the prisoner and he did the gambler at that event. It seemed like it was a great reception. People were blown away by his training. And I want you guys to, again, realize that we've got Mark in MDC. Other companies don't. That's a big vantage point for us. We can leverage that. We can create a lot of excitement and momentum around that. And you should be using it in your presentations, not just, oh, look, MDC has a bunch of great products and MDC's got a great comp plan. What about training? Training is the number one reason why people quit in network marketing. Lack of training and lack of support. And so we've put this training system together. It's not just, hey, we have a guy that's going to train at an event. It's a system that you can plug into going from event to event to event, so that it's like if you bring 10 people to the view, then maybe you have 50 at convention. Or if you bring 50 people to the view, maybe you have a couple hundred at convention. So it gives you a runway to be able to plug into something that's already proven. Mark's trained in front of over 1 million people at in-person events. So obviously this training has worked, taking companies into multiple billions in sales. That's why we hired him. That's why we brought him on board. But there's something else that's going to be happening at this event. Jenna talked a little bit about it. I'll briefly touch on it. I think what we're going to launch at this event is going to be huge for MDC. It's another reason why you don't want to miss it. You don't want to not be there at this event for some of these major launches. So first thing that could be launched at this event are additional brands in the marketplace, because we're still working on a queue of brands that have applied, that have been approved. Some we already have inventory of, and we're just working on getting them onboarded so we can go live with those brands. So there are some of those that will be launched at the View. Some might be launched right before, but some of the brand partners will be there at the event so that they can train on their products, which I think is going to be amazing to have them demo the products, train on the products, so we know best practices and how to sell more of those products. So it'll definitely feature some of the brand partners. But another thing that we're going to be doing is I developed a algorithmic trading bot specifically for the Akashics brand, and that is going to be launched in the international markets. It's a bot that is connected to MetaTrader 5. It trades gold against the dollar. I've been personally trading with it. I've gotten amazing results, and actually extraordinary results with it. And I'm bringing that into the Akashics brand, which is going to be attached to the $199 Akashics membership. That will be launched at the View. There are some massive leaders coming on board for that right now in the international markets. So that's a great product to have your eyes on, is the Akashics brand, especially coming out of the View. That thing gets launched. It's going to blow up in Latin America. I think Asia it'll blow up, and potentially some other markets as well. So you definitely want to be there to get access to that, learn about that. That could be huge for MDC, huge for Akashics, and that's going to be launched at the View. So it is a countdown right now because it's June 5th. This event is June 23rd. That's 18 days away. And I talked about it on the webinar too. If you could just think every person that you brought to this event, it was like injecting 1,000 in volume into their organization. Let's just say 1,000 every month. It's like you help them become a 1K by getting to the View. If you knew that information, like if you knew that was the case, like let's say this is a game and I'm giving you the rules to the game. And that's rule number one. Every person you bring, you're going to do 1,000 a month in volume from that one person. Then it becomes a game of how many people can you bring. But it's interesting to me because some people in this industry, it doesn't matter how much you dangle a carrot. It doesn't matter how much information, how much value you can put in front of them. Some people will just flat out not take action. And it's interesting to me because if those are the rules of the game, then it's like whoever plays the rules is going to win the biggest, right? Like whoever brings the most people to the View will do the most volume. That's the way. It's not just because of this event. That's how it works in network marketing. You have to get your people as close to the fire as possible to have the biggest rise in momentum. And so I would definitely, like, if you're not talking about the View every single day in the month of June, you're making a huge mistake. You're doing your team a disservice, because I believe coming out of the View, you're going to have two groups of leaders. You're going to have groups that plugged in, and then you're going to have groups that didn't plug in. And I think there's going to be a big difference in momentum for the groups who plugged in versus the ones who didn't plug in. So again, I would highly recommend getting your View ticket, going out to your organization, and just blasting it. You can find the itinerary here. Registration starts at 12 o'clock on Friday, which is the 23rd. And that night, there's a red carpet photo opportunity, so everybody can kind of dress up, take pictures. Then there's a couple hours of general session. Then on Saturday, it starts at 8, and it's going to go all the way to 8 o'clock at night. It's like so many characters, so many amazing speakers, amazing value, content, and training. And then Sunday, it's pretty much the same schedule, 8 a.m. To 8 p.m. There's a lunch break in between, but there's a lot of time to really drill in, get everybody trained, get all the amazing things launched, get everybody equipped so that we can just take MDC to multiple billions and take this thing to the next level. So go to mdcliveevents.com, or you can go to My Daily Choice. You can click on events. It's the second event down. You click on more details, add your ticket. You can click on log in to checkout, and we'll see you guys at the view. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I just want to jump in the chat real quick. I want to see Josh is a great tech leader, so good. Training is top notch here. I may have told this story before. I'll share it real quick. So first network marketing company I was in was a distributor there. Started out my first month, I made, close to $5,000, dropped out of school, started doing the business full time. But my first year in that company, I only made $10,000 to $13,000 my first year. So my first month was my biggest month, and then it started to drop off, and then eventually my team started to completely fall apart. And so I was on the verge of quitting. I actually had I don't know why I thought I needed to type up my resignation. I wasn't a big deal in the company. I was like a nobody. And I was getting ready to resign from the company, and the founder of the company invited me to come to a company event. So I came to this company event. It was in Baltimore, Maryland. I met some amazing people there. I saw some of the other founders who I hadn't met before. And I'm looking around and I'm like, wait a second, these people they're walking the stage, they're getting their awards, and I realized that I convinced myself that the business model and the company was the reason why I wasn't successful in that company. I convinced myself that the company was the problem. I'm like, look, it's the company. It's my upline. It's the products. I literally thought that, and I was getting ready to quit. I was getting ready to walk away from this industry because of the things I convinced myself of, because I didn't have the information. So I come to this event, and it was like my eyes were open. My belief was completely different. Just everything that I had thought about the company actually wasn't true. And I came out of that event thinking two things. Number one, I was the issue because I just wasn't informed. But the second thing was, if everybody else could be successful, then I could be successful too. So I think the biggest takeaway is it gave me belief. That coming out of that event saved my career in network marketing, because I was about to be a statistic. I was stuck, I was broke, and I was getting ready to quit. I stayed in that company because of that event, and I hit the top rank in that company shortly after that event. Then I built a team of 50,000 people in that company, became the number one earner in that company because I stuck and stayed, and I persevered. Ultimately wound up starting my own network marketing company. So the point is you never know what an event like The View can do, not just for you, but the people in your group, right? So you may be thinking, well, Josh, that's not me. I am excited. I am fired up. I am ready to go. But what about the people in your group? What about the people in your team that are on the verge of quitting? What about the people that don't have the information? They're not trained. They're not plugged in. They're far away from the fire in MDC. Those are the people that you need to save. And one of the things I've noticed is, if you go out to your team and you're just like, hey, come to The View, this is the event, and you're not really selling it, and you're not making personal calls and going above and beyond and making arrangements and calling your teams and telling your team to get you on the phone with their leaders and, putting a game plan together to get people to The View, you're just not going to get as many people as somebody that is doing that. So just keep that in mind when it comes to promoting this event, because look, this is not going to be the only View that we do, and this is not going to be the only company event. Right after The View, we've got convention. So don't you want to have a snowball effect? Don't you want to have momentum building coming out of The View? So if you've been taking time off and you haven't been serious about promoting, look, you still have 18 days. You can accomplish a lot in 18 days, but it starts with picking up the phone and making a phone call and then getting that ball rolling. And, once you get one person confirmed, then you use that story, you create more momentum, you get another person confirmed, you get more people, and eventually you can start telling your team, look, this whole leg of business is coming to the event, and you can really start building upon getting your team to the view. And it's like, again, it's countdown time. Coming out of the view with all of the launches, the bot that trades on, like, we are going to kill this thing, but it may not have that same effect in your business if you don't have a lot of people there, which is why I've been stressing to every leader, look, you have to go the extra mile right now. Now is where it really counts to get your leaders to the view. Because some people have been putting it off. We've been promoting the view for a long time. Some people have been putting it off to the last minute, and now that it's countdown time, they're a little freaked out. They don't have a lot of people confirmed for this event. And then there are some leaders that have hundreds of people in their group already going. So again, I highly recommend, doesn't matter where you are in the world, Europe, this is an event that you can't put a price on it. You can't put a price on $399, $699, a couple $1,000. If you were to try to get this content outside of MDC and go to a Tony Robbins event or go to an industry event, you're going to pay maybe even tens of thousands of dollars. Like, this is one crazy deal, $399 to get 3 days of training and have launches and it's like a convention, but with a ridiculous amount of training. So, guys, let's definitely all work together, collaborate, and let's get our people to the view. That is all you guys should be focused on right now, is obviously selling a lot of product, driving your business, focusing on your new ranks. But in every single one of your presentations, you should be talking about the view, getting people there. Maybe I'll just launch the new back office at the view as well. That way we can do a really cool, demo on stage, and, between the bot and the demo of the new back office, there's going to be crazy momentum at this event. So I hope to see you guys all there at the view. Thank you so much for tuning in to these weekly communication calls. Can't wait to get all of this released to the field. Hope you guys have an amazing Monday. Let's crush it this week, and look forward to seeing you guys all at the top. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.